Hello everybody and welcome back to Spintires Mudrunner, and today we're in a Holmer agricultural vehicle. Can't remember what it's called, Holmer 600 or something. And let's see what can we cut. Something behind the trailer. Is that on? Let's see, utility trailers, and it's got a fuel head on, so not really much you can put on this one, but okay, let's see how it goes. All-wheel drive, and I got a 3-point hitch on the back. And got some bits and pieces. Anyway, this is the map, Indian Pass. And I'm going to go left first, aren't I? And hopefully the supply of fuel I got will actually last long enough to do the video, because the fueling points on the other side of the map. I may have picked the wrong vehicle, but I felt this map does need a particularly good one. It's got a mean river in it, and then of course no bridges over it. And I already managed to damage this. It is a bit of a handful. Anyway, this is, I think I've seen this in Farming Simulator, so there seems to be a bit of clipping going on, so I don't know if they just ported the model over or drew one themselves, because it does look like one of the attachments for it. Okay, hang on, let's try and get through here. It's usually used with the beet harvester to carry the sugar beets. Now I want that one, and I have to come over here. And let's see, which one do I do next? I think it's... No wait, I want to do there, because that's actually on the side of the river. This one's a pain. And that one, and I'll get the rest when I get there. Anyway, it's 90 meters that way. Fortunately this thing seems to be pretty relentless, so I shouldn't get stuck, but I do have to watch out for the river, because it doesn't take any prisoners. Neither does this hole, so I think I'll go around. And let's see. This thing actually has quite a surprising turn of speed. Right, I think I can just go straight. I do actually have to watch out because this thing is quite tall, although with no fuel in it, it shouldn't be too top heavy. This first one. Now I need to go over to get that second one. It's probably best to get back on the road. It's a fair distance away. And let's just get through here, and yeah, I get a feeling I'm going to end up tipping this over or something. Also, it seems to be the 3-point hitch that seems to be having all the trouble with taking damage, so maybe I should not put that on. I guess it's more likely to get bottomed out because it's quite low hanging, and I don't think I can raise it. And also the slow steering on this doesn't do it any favours, but I guess you have to live with some of that. So there's a bunch of trees here. How can I sneak through? That's the question. I think I can get through here. But I did pick the wrong vehicle for squeezing between trees. But it did it, so it's not something to get upset about. And okay, just come over here. So there will be a fair bit of ducking through the bushes on this one, because they are quite awkwardly located sometimes. Especially the one watch point, which is why I selected this, because it's tall as one thing, so it should be alright. In case this through here somewhere. Do I have to go all the way along the riverside, or... Yeah, I think I probably should go through on the other road. Well, let's try and find a trail through the trees. I know there is one, because they're actually the road over the river. The river crossing's over there somewhere. Yeah, it's on the other side of this block point. And yes, slow steering and a relatively high turn of speed does not make the easiest vehicle to drive. And now we hit the mud and find it's actually not that great. Though it seems to do alright once it gets moving, but I'm not fond of the mud. Which is a problem because there's a lot of it in this particular part of the level. Anyway, basically just keep it forward and it'll get there eventually. If I remember rightly, this is some fancy vehicle for mostly used in sugar beet harvesting, but it's got various attachments you can put on the back of it. Gentle turns, gentle. And sneak through here. And then basically struggle along on the dirt. And then backing up, because that's that section done. Now to come all the way back over there, and I've basically just got to backtrack. But yeah, as I said, this thing does not like the mud. I might need a more aggressive tread on the tyres or something. You would not think this thing had diff locks and four-wheel drive on. And I mean, I'm not even sure how much help the wheels are actually providing there. It's just the winch doing most of the work. Alright, now use the sneak up here. And I'm going to go back through the trees. It's probably easier to go the other way, but this way I can save a bit of fuel. And let's see, I need to sneak back through there and into that gap. I have noticed a lot of vehicles are quite easy to damage on rocks in Mudrunner. I'm not sure if that's a case of just a physics thing or something else, or it's some gameplay thing to add challenge. So if I keep it off the mud, I can keep moving a bit faster. Or I can tip it over. Well, let's just recover it to the garage. Just pop it in and get a top up. Sneak through here. I know I can do it in smaller vehicles, but I don't know so much about the bigger ones like this. So do you know there's a soggy spot there? And just squeeze through there. Actually, while I was back at the garage, I should have taken that 3-point hitch off. And just go for it. it is quite a drive to the one. It's actually one spot where you can cross the river, but you need a pretty mean vehicle to do it. Where do I need to turn off? Somewhere up here, a bit further in the area hidden by the watch point. I think it was through here. Probably should have tested this on an easier map first to test its abilities, but maybe it just needs some more weight in the back to grip better, but I guess we're here and it is doing alright. And I'm nearly to the spot where I'm going to really need its size. Because that one's in the middle of a river. So this is going to add to the fun. I do not know if I can actually get across, but I do know I can get to it. Look how deep the water is here. Fortunately, this thing's a bit of a beast. Actually, I might be able to get all the way across here. I suppose I can risk it. So I'll just rescue it back to the garage, otherwise, it does just seem to like to sit here and spin the tyres a lot. At least till I get the winch on it, and away it goes. There. I'm just going to drop that off without dropping out of the thing, but as you can see, it is an utter slug in water. I mean, most of my forward progress is being done by the winch at the moment. So there may be something up with the tyre grip. Let's get it onto some dry road, at which point it should behave a bit better. Third time's the charm, and let's see. I need to go right. Eventually. And let's see. Here's one of the lumber unloading areas, and then, oh, another bog hole. Lovely. So more slow progress while it struggles through the mud. Or maybe not, I seem to have found some solid ground where I can get some speed up. Doesn't always work though. Unfortunately, it seems that most of the route along here is in the stuff, so let's get going. It really does not like mud and water for some reason. Especially as this is actually a vehicle designed to run around in farm fields to reduce soil compaction, so you don't have to run a truck field. That's what's got the big tyres, but it doesn't seem to work too well with mud. I'm not sure if that's something to do with the friction settings in the tyre, or because I have noticed in this game that generally if you have a tyre that performs good on dry surfaces, it won't handle mud very well. And here's the easiest of the crossings, well, the only one that's actually shallow. The rest are pretty awful. I mean, you need something this size to take the other one I just did. And I'm just going to come on here. Try and get it onto the dry stuff here, and then just power through here to the actual point. Unfortunately, this side, all the roads are basically mud bogs. So let's see, I need to go here next, and then there. Actually, I think I'm going to drive along the riverbank, simply because there's less crap in the way. Also, if I'm lucky, I can get around a lot of some of the obstacles. Just hope I don't tip it over. If I do, I'll probably switch to that 535 or maybe the K700. Of course, this isn't helped by the slow steering on this. It does make keeping it under control a bit. Wonder what that was about. And then just come along here. And when I get a chance to actually put down some speed. And we want to turn in here because we've almost got a straight shot. Okay, get back on all four wheels. And let's see, we're now in the village. It's sort of like a village area with all the trucks, and it's just another 100 meters up there. I of course have to wrestle with this muddy road now, and it's rapidly turning into nightfall. You know what, I'm going to take the D535 because I'm just sick of this mucking around with this. I know this thing monsters the mud. See? This is one of my favourite trucks in the game after all. An excuse to use it. Although even it has to work for it a bit. Right. And then you just come straight up here. And then let's clear that one, and you can see there's where the fuel station is. Now I need to loop around the riverbank. Okay, I think that might allow me to turn a little bit tighter. So I do want to get this done before nightfall. And this thing does have a particularly awful turning circle. Alright. Try and find a dry spot over by this fence. And in between the frame you can see the drive shaft for this thing. Can't remember one of these things, I think it might be the 7310, has something more like a backbone tube. In addition to the usual frame rails. It also appears to have a walking beam rear end, which does wonders for the ride. Because with that, it's the only real cushioning you get is what the tyres have plus the distance. I'm trying to think how it works. I know the Hendrickson one, they have some roller blocks in it, and that's about all the suspension you get. The others, basically it'll lift, say one wheel goes over a bump 3 inches high, that will lift the frame of the truck 1.5. There's the difference in, well, all the cushioning you get is basically whatever is in the tyre itself and the rubber blocks. Yeah, I think that's how it works. I'd have to look it up. Obviously I'm trying to drag all this out of my memory as I drive. Which is one of the reasons why I suck so much at commentary, is that I'm basically multitasking, and it's something I've never done exceptionally well. But here's the last of the watch points, and I guess we are done. So yeah, here's the whole map exposed, and here's the one good crossing point. You still need a decent vehicle though, because the flow there is very swift. The rest of this is all on the deep side. So yes, this is Indian Pass, and if you like the video, please drop me a like, and if you want to see more daily videos like this, subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in Spintires Mudrunner.